Welcome back to another episode of Becoming Monumental. It's episode 6. Today is Monday, July 12th, 2021. It has been a minute since I've done a video entailing a workout for you guys. Although I won't be filming it, I want to pay attention to try and finish this one. You'll understand why. So, I just got done with a warm-up. Not quite where I want to be yet, so I stopped my watch so that I can get everything in on time, kind of warming up, do my extra little warm-up stuff. And then going into the workout. So it's real humid out here. It's like 75, but the dew point's like 70 degrees. So it feels like absolute garbage out here right now. But yeah, today's gonna be a hard workout. Got a quality workout today. It's more of a race simulator type workout. Speed endurance thing I got going for today. It's 2x800s. The first one has to be 10 seconds faster than PR pace. Essentially, I think it's talking about mile pace the way I read it. So, my PR to mile is 6:49. So that would translate to a halfway split of like 3:24 high or mid. So basically, I'm going to do the first 800 around 3:10 to 3:15, essentially kind of calling it goal pace, and then the second one has to be pretty much all out. So I'm gonna try and go under 3 minutes for the second one. I cannot guarantee it. It's gonna be difficult. But again, the goal of the workout though is to basically get that race simulation in and get my body ready for the last 2 weeks of the track season, which is coming up in a hurry. And the next week is on Thursday. It's Olympic distance night. So I'll also do a little quick recap of the first half of the season. I haven't done that for you guys yet either, so I need to do that as well. Got some unfinished, basically got some stuff that we got to talk about here in this video. But yeah, I will report back after both reps. Taking a 5-minute rest after the first 800 to ensure I wouldn't say full recovery, but I'll recover quite a bit. And we'll see in this humidity. God, it's awful. The sun was even trying to come out too. It just makes it even worse. Yep, it's summer though in Indiana, so that's how it is. It's hot and humid usually. That's how our climate is. It's a hot and humid climate we live in, so it is what it is. But yeah, I'll see you guys after the first rep, and then so on and so forth. Let's do this thing. All right, so that was actually a little bit of a rough go, but I'll take it. It's really muggy out here. I think if the air was less thick, I could have run faster for sure, but I thought I was running pretty hard first rep, but it ended up being a 3:28, which definitely too slow, but a 5-minute rest. I felt good to go for the second one, and thankfully, I was able to bring it home a little faster the second one. Good to know that I had a little bit left in the tank at the end of the second one, but that's also not good either because I definitely could have went a little harder on the first rep. But so the second one went in 3:14. Yeah, we're gonna blame this on the humidity a little bit. I didn't feel too tired during the workout. I don't know, but it's kind of alarming a little bit with those times. But then again, to be honest, I have struggled with some of these workouts in the humidity. Others I've had great successful workouts, like I did 4x300 a few weeks ago. I think it was like low 80s, and then I did like 4x2x200 with the mile race pace and 800 meter race pace combo. When it was like 85 and he was 90, I did pretty well with that one. I successfully completed that for the most part, but that was like 2 weeks ago. So I can't really say I'm disappointed because I successfully completed the workout, albeit was slow a little bit. The goal wasn't to really beat myself up too much. I mean, kind of did. You kind of do when you're trying to do something like this. When you're trying to give it an effort like that of doing a race simulation style workout. But, oh gosh. Just hard to get in a good rhythm when it's this humid. Fun fact, the highest dew point I've ran in is 75. And I felt like I was gonna pass out actually in that, because the heat index at the same time was 97. That was a few years ago. I did a 1K workout, but I'll have to do a video on hardest workouts I've done in my life. Be pretty cool. When I get back to my place though, I'll give off official times for my watch and also recap the first half of the track season. I'll see you then. Wow, back at the house. I don't care if I'm shirtless. Really, it's humid. It's super humid out there. But yeah, the workout done. I'm gonna scroll over my watch here so I can tell you the actual times. It'll come up here in a minute, but yeah, basically, yeah, 3:28, 3:14 were the split times. Like I said, I'm not really disappointed in the workout because I was able to finish it, but was a little alarming that it was slow. But like I said, we're gonna blame that on the humidity today. It was kind of just ugly with the humidity. You guys know how it is when it comes to trying to train hard in the humid air, and it's like, gosh, I wish I could run faster, but I really can't because I feel like I'm swimming in basically I feel like I'm swimming, and it's pretty ridiculous. But currently sitting here making some lunch real quick right now, putting together a Cajun turkey Swiss cheese sandwich. Some good stuff. But yeah, let me go ahead and quickly recap the first half of the track season for you guys. I'm not going to be looking at you too much. I do apologize, but just hear my voice here as I'm preparing lunch here. But basically, the season started on June 10th. For those who don't know, don't recall from past episodes of this training series. The first meet went pretty well, actually. It got off to it was a great start to the season. I ran 6:45 in the 1600, then I ran 2:52 mid in the 800. It was a bit shocking I was able to do that. I thought it was gonna be like 3 flat or whatever, but I will take it. I will take it for sure. The next meet was a bit more difficult. Speed workouts overall, they've been kind of failing up to that point. I failed quite a bit of work. Like, I failed a few workouts to a certain extent leading up to June 10th, but my spirits were still high. I didn't want to, what was that? One second. Sorry about that. I got distracted by something. But yeah, the workouts have been failing to an extent up to June 10th, even through the 17th for the second meet. The second meet was a little bit hard. I did set a mile PR though, in the true mile overall. I ran 6:49 high, and then the 800, my legs were pretty much toast. I ran 2:50. I ran right under 3 minutes though, so I'll take it for what it was worth there for that meet. But definitely, I wasn't really disappointed, but I was like, this sucks, because I felt pretty heavy during the 800. I just never really got going in that race. So basically, the meet on June 24th got canceled. We had some pretty serious weather pushed through, actually, in this time period. Like June 18th, we got hammered with hail. My house didn't get hammered, thankfully. We just narrowly avoided it. But we had a pretty bad hailstorm across basically a good chunk of this part of the state, central Indiana, and we narrowly avoided. That was on June 18th, and then of course the weather just stayed a bit active and forced the meet cancellation on the 24th. I was looking forward to the 24th to race on that day, but it is what it is. I put in a couple good workouts though. I was talking about the 2x4x300 and then the 4x2x200 with alternating mile 800 pace, basically. The halfway point of the season had came about on July 1st, basically. There was no meet on July 1st. That's how it was organized, the schedule. And then we picked things back up this past Thursday on the 8th. It was odd distance relay night, so my goals for the two were to, wow, that's great. My goals for the two, that sounded like it exploded almost, but the 1200 to the 600, that's what I was running that night. My goals for the two races were to run under 4:45 for the 1200 and under 2 minutes for the 600. So the 1200 got off to a pretty interesting start. I was having trouble getting to the front of the pack, but I eventually did. And I just basically took the lead from there within the first 300 meters of the race. Lap splits were 138 then 140. I thought the final lap was going to be a cruise, but there was somebody within 4 seconds behind me, and it was a fight to the finish, I will say that. So we're going to try to come up on me within the last 200 meters of the race. Alright, it's actually much later into the night. I actually wanted to go ahead and finish up talking about the race recap stuff 10-9 instead of earlier today, because I was trying to get ready for work and I realized that I was running out of time. So let's pick up where we left off from earlier. So I basically did the 1200 and 600. And the 1200, I basically ran it at 4:45.30. So right there where I wanted to be with the goal time overall. Lap splits were 138, 140, and then 127. And then the 600 was quite intense. It was about to be one big heat, but it ended up being 2 heats overall. But I was in the first heat. I followed the slower people though. I mean, a couple of those kind of went out fast, but I took off. I mean, it was just ridiculous how fast I took off. 35 seconds was my first 200, and then the 400 meter split was 115, which is quite ridiculous because I haven't ran a 400 that fast since May 2015. I did a Friday night meet and earlier in that month of that year, so it was kind of crazy that I was running that fast. Then I closed it out and finished with a 157.10, so I'm pretty proud of how Thursday night's meet went overall. And it took a minute to digest itself with me, and how really intense it was, and how it made me realize, you know, I think I'm now getting a lot closer to being able to get very close or even break my 800 meter PR of 239.50. Hopefully I can do it in the next two meets. Next meet again is on this Thursday. It's Olympic distance, and I'm going to do the 1500 and the 800, and then I'm going to have one more shot at it next Thursday when I do the 1600 and 800. So we'll see what happens. I've already come to the conclusion I probably won't set a 1600 meter PR, but never know, I could get close. But at this point with my training and what it lines up with, it's telling me that I'm likely not going to get a PR in the 1600, but you know, I'm eventually going to get there and break in 6 minutes with the 16 and the mile, so I know I'll get there eventually. So this just takes some patience, but with the 800 I think I can get close. I'm hoping so. But that was pretty much it. I wanted to recap the first half of the season and basically tell you guys how that workout went. Again, it was pretty humid out there, tough, but it's okay. I got through it a little slow, but you know, it'll account for itself hopefully, and we're gonna go along with it. But hope you guys take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Next episode will be the race footage from this upcoming Thursday's meet. So yeah, be sure to like and subscribe if you're new. Stay up to date on these episodes. If you're loving it, leave a like. Overall, I'm ready for it. But yeah, I'm gonna try these episodes to make these episodes more interesting in the future to come too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to making this thing even more enticing. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.